6 grown women cornered my 15-year-old daughter in a public market. They called her unchristian, selfish, heartless. They told her she deserved punishment for refusing to love the children her father had with his mistress. And while my daughter stood there shaking, crying, I realized something very important. If they wanted to turn God, church, and community against my children, then I would let the truth preach instead. By the time this happened, my family was already living inside a fracture. I'm 46. A mother of 2 girls, 17 and 15. Strong kids. Smart kids. Kids who were forced to grow up too fast. Their father, my ex-husband, died in an accident the year before. But grief didn't arrive cleanly. Because death didn't erase what he'd done. He cheated. 4 years. And when my daughters were the ones who uncovered it, messages, dates, lies stacking up like rotting bricks, everything exploded. 2 baby boys were born from that affair. Then the affair partner died too. And suddenly, my daughters weren't just dealing with betrayal. They were being emotionally blackmailed into becoming replacement mothers for a mess they never created. Their grandparents, my ex-in-laws, decided this was the moment to strike. They tried to take custody of my girls. They tried to move into our home. They blamed my daughters for destroying the family. They blamed me for failing as a wife. And worst of all? They used their church as a weapon. That weekend should have been simple. It was my youngest daughter's birthday week. We have this open-air weekend market where we live, fresh eggs, homemade bread, jams, meats, little stalls run by people who actually smile when you talk to them. I gave her a small budget and told her to go wild. Chocolate. Candy. Whatever she wanted. Watching her walk off felt good. Normal. Like we were finally breathing again. An hour passed. Then my phone rang. Her voice wasn't excited anymore. It was cracked. Shaky. Mama. I don't feel safe. My stomach dropped. She said there were women surrounding her. Talking at her. Getting louder. I grabbed my older daughter and ran. 6 women. All older. All dressed like church on legs. They'd cornered my child between stalls. Pointing fingers. Shaking heads. Speaking with that righteous tone that pretends cruelty is concern. They told her she was unchristian. That she was selfish for refusing to spend time with her paternal grandparents. That she was cruel for not wanting to be a good big sister to her father's orphaned affair children. My daughter stood there frozen. Hands clenched. Eyes wet. Shoulders hunched like she was trying to disappear. And something inside me went cold. I stepped between them and my child. Told my older daughter to grab the purchases and go to the car. Then I turned back. And I unleashed hell. I didn't yell at first. I spoke clearly. Slowly. I told them to back away from my child. They didn't. They told me I was worse. That I should have obeyed my ex-in-laws like a good Christian wife. That my daughters were sinful for refusing God's test. That's when my voice rose. People started staring. Vendors paused. One woman smirked. Another called my daughter cold. Security got involved. We were all asked to leave. And as I walked to my car, they followed. Like vultures. That night, after my girls were asleep, I reached out to someone I still trusted from that church. I told him everything. He apologized. Then he explained. My ex-mother-in-law had posted a massive sob story in the church Facebook group. About how we were abandoning them. Leaving them homeless. Stealing their inheritance. Turning the girls against family. She even claimed we were responsible for losing her grandsons. But here's the part that made my blood boil. She said the affair children weren't from cheating. She claimed the woman was our surrogate. Said I rejected the babies because they were boys. She rewrote my life into a lie. And the church believed her. This church tolerated a lot. But cheating? That was unforgivable. And suddenly I understood why she lied the way she did. She'd hidden the one sin her community would never excuse. So I decided. If she wanted the church involved, I'd let the truth attend Sunday service. I still had everything. Photos. Texts. Emails. Confessions. Messages from my ex-in-law supporting his affair. Messages calling my daughters bastards. Messages blaming them for their father's death, 2 days after he died. I went to a print shop. Paid extra. High-quality paper. Glossy. Clear. I spent hours assembling binders. They looked exactly like him packets. First page? My ex and his mistress. Making out. In our living room. Names written neatly underneath. I arrived early. Placed the binders on the church shelf. Right next to the songbooks. No one checked. They never do. Then I left. And waited. By afternoon, Facebook was on fire. Names were flying. Accusations. Outrage. The pastor had to intervene just to keep it civil. People were furious at my ex-in-laws. At their lies. At their abuse of children. Some still blamed me, of course. But the narrative was dead. The truth was louder. 2 apology letters arrived. Addressed to my daughters. Invitations for support. As for my ex-in-laws? They were shamed out of their church. The same place they weaponized. My ex-MIL posted about being abandoned. About how no one respects the elderly. About how her great son would have taken care of her. I laughed. Because I paid the bills. Not him. I didn't scream. I didn't threaten. I let the truth speak. And it spoke in their language. Their space. Their community. They didn't lose money. They lost standing. Reputation. Moral authority. And they earned every second of it. Revenge doesn't have to be loud. Sometimes it's quiet. Precise. And devastating. Especially when all you do is stop protecting someone else's lies. If this story made your blood boil or made you smile, hit like, share your thoughts in the comments. And tell us, what's the most satisfying revenge you've ever seen? And of course, subscribe to Storks Daily for more real, chilling, unforgettable stories like this.